Oh, hello there, grasshoppers. Welcome to the Bot Signal. My name, if you don't know it already, is RJ Redden. Entrepreneurs hire me to rocket launch their marketing message because most feel like they're shouting into a black hole. Most are carbon copies of everybody else, and so many can't get engagement on or offline to save their lives. So I create messaging through chatbots that creates engagements, build relationships, and closes deals. Bottom line, you got to get your bot out there, babies. And I'm here to help you do it. So, welcome to the show. Glad to see you. Today, we're going to talk about something that is near and dear to my heart, which is creating an avatar or a character for your bot. Super important to do if you want to stand out in a sea of sameness, because let's face it, vanilla just ain't cutting it anymore. Then you need an avatar. You need a little character that speaks for you, that speaks in your voice, in your brand voice, and adds a little fun to the experience. So before we get into that, I do want to make a little announcement, and that is I'm in a small contest. Okay. I'm in a big contest. Okay. I'm participating in a throwdown with Cohen's. You've seen them on this show before. They do awesome job at, helping you identify your ideal client, getting your message out there, all of that stuff. They're dear friends of mine. But until November 6th, we're not friends anymore. We are competing to get the most people entering a giveaway for my friend Jane, who is doing my friend and my coach Jane, who is doing a giveaway for VIP tickets to her event that's happening in the middle of November. So I'm going to throw down my link, which is the best link. I'm winning. No, Lori Bortimer. I don't know if that's even true. I'm going to throw down the best link to join that giveaway. Boop, right there, kids. Very cool. So good to see you. So good to see you, Lori. Teresa, wonderful that you're here. Thank you for coming today. So, if you want to click that link, join our little giveaway. If you know somebody that is looking to speak and sell from stages including boop, live streams, videos, real life standing on a stage in front of people who are looking at you, whatever stage it is, Jane can help you sell from it. And I'm promoting this heavily because I believe in what she's doing. I believe in the results because, let's face it, you're seeing them. And so click that link if you have any interest in getting some VIP tickets or finding out more about her event that's happening here in November. And now we shall get to the content, the meat, the good stuff. So we're talking about avatars today. So what's an avatar, right? What is it? People have different, explanations for this. People have different ways of looking at. No, I don't mean the movie. Although it was very good, I don't mean the movie. What I mean by avatar is I really mean a character. This is not, a lot of people talk about avatars for their ideal clients. That's fine. This is not what I mean. What I mean is you need a character and a personality for your bot. Now, why do you need this? Why do we care? What are we doing here? Is this another little, mind fart of RJ's we're following a weird bunny trail? Well, no. Because there is this. People are tired. We've always talked about how people are tired of being talked at, right? Aren't you being tired of talked at? Tell me in the comments if you're tired of being talked at. Not just that, they're tired of being talked to in the same official voice that they've heard for every company out there forever. So many marketing gurus and folks and mavens and all of those, they say, speak speak like this, or they'll tell you, speak in your client's language. Oh, absolutely. And don't get me wrong, that is absolutely part of this. But here's another part of this. And that is, how do you differentiate yourself? How do you stand out? Okay, here's two situations. Let's go over this. Two situations. You're being taken on a tour of a city that you've never been to before in your life. And one tour guide gives you adequate information, asks for questions. This person is clearly, like, I went on a tour like this on Valley Forge. This man knew everything. He was a history teacher. He just volumes of information, and all of it was really interesting information. The historical background of Valley Forge, why they were here, why Valley Forge was like, is the one, there were like 17 other encampments that winter. Why are we only hearing about Valley Forge, a couple hundred years later? Filled with information. Very, very interesting. But now imagine you have a different tour guide. Maybe I should use my other hand for this one. We'll use the lava lamp hand. You have a different tour guide. And this tour guide dresses up for the occasion. And this tour guide gives you the same knowledge and wealth of information, but gives it with a flair. I one time did a Sound of Music tour. I am not kidding. I went on a tour. It was in Austria. It was where they filmed. It was a tour of the locations that filmed The Sound of Music. Yes, the movie with Julie Andrews. We began the day. There were three of us. There was me. There was my buddy Andrew, and there was a friend of his that he hadn't seen in a long time on this trip. It's story time, everybody. Buckle up. So here we are in this, we're going to go on the Sound of Music tour. I'm attracted to this not because I love the movie, but because when I was a young teenager, well, teenagers are all young. Hold on. When I was in high school, I shall not tell you the year. I leave it to you to guess. When I was in high school, I was in the musical version of The Sound of Music. And it's just one of my greatest memories to date because it got me into acting and stage stuff and theatrics and all that. And, some of those moments just are embedded into my memory. And so I wanted to see the place where they filmed this thing, and I wanted to hang out with my buddy Andrew. All was fabulous. This tour, we all got on the bus and we're waiting to go, and we're waiting for the same old experience. The person who was giving this tour, we heard her before we saw her, because she entered the bottom step of the bus and she started singing one of the songs from the musical. And as she walked up the steps, we could see that she was dressed in period costume. She had a little parasol going on. Let me tell you this. I was totally thrilled. Andrew's friend that he hadn't seen in a long time, another female, totally thrilled. Andrew, his head just went forward and he hit the bus seat in front of him. Like, oh my God. It was so powerful. Let me tell you, another moment that's embedded in my memory. So, which tour would I go on again? Sound of Music in a second. Why? Because they got into it. They were so committed. This lady was absolutely hilarious. She had so many jokes. She had us laughing. She knew that on the 20-minute ride from this place to this place, we'd need something to talk about. So she held a little contest. This thing was amazing. She didn't break character the whole time. She was fabulous. That's the tour I'd go on again. That's the tour I'd take my wife on. She'd probably go under protest. But you see what I'm saying? The tale of two tour guides. One of them gives you information. Smarter than heck, right? He's awesome. Second one, smarter than heck. Well, love lamp hand. Smarter than heck. And delivers you the information in an entertaining way, in a fun way, in a way that keeps you guessing, what's this person going to do next? Because you can't predict it. That, my friends, is why you need an avatar for your bot. You need one. I got Spinning Dragon. Spinning Dragon is boop. Whoops. That's Bob Ross. Spinning Dragon is right there, baby. She is my avatar. If you go into my bot and type help right now, she's going to help. And she's going to serve you and deliver you information and summon me if you need me. Spinning Dragon has a character. She has a life of her own. She has an image. She has these things built to entertain you while giving you this information, built to make me look like a hero. And that's what I want for all of your bots. That's what I want for all of your bots. This isn't a game of who can take an email that they wrote and throw it into a bot and make a wall of text that could be seen from space. No, it's not that. This is have that same information delivered in a way that people can utilize on the spot, that people can understand on the spot. A lot of times that's piecemeal. That's great. But your character, your avatar, needs to deliver that information in a way that people are so much more ready to receive it. You know what? People love to laugh. They love to laugh. They love to play games. They love to be entertained. Why aren't we, as marketers, leaning right into that? I am. You know it. There's a reason I have goggles on my head, people. Leaning right into that. And my business is experiencing tremendous results. Makes you stand out from the competition. Doesn't make it like it's, yet another, these are our open hours and these are our closed hours. And would you like to subscribe to my newsletter? No, we're done. We're done with that kind of marketing. I am on a mission. I want to make 1 million people change their marketing. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it with your help, of course. But I'm going to do it, baby, because marketing, that one size fits all stuff, you know how badly it sucks. I know how badly it sucks. And we're just never going to do it anymore. Anyway, I've gotten off on a rant. I do want to get to some of your questions and comments here. I can't believe how much my bot is like me. Lori, that was relatively easy to do because you, my friend, are a game apart from everybody else. You are just, let me tell you, the moment that I met you, I knew that I wanted to work with you on your bot. Absolutely. Very good. Lori's taken off. Very good. And Teresa, so sad. People are still brainwashed that they have to email in order to keep in touch with people. I know, right? I know. And email is a disconnected, alienating relationship. What happens when you receive an email for a product from a company that you've already bought? What do? Do you go, ooh, they're really listening. They love me. No, you go, you know what? I already bought that thing. Stop contacting me. That kind of stuff. It's a one-way conversation. It's a lecture. It's time we changed. And we'll change that with chatbots. The more your bot has a personality, the better off you're going to be with that investment of your time and your money. Absolutely. I have seen, corporate bots, they're fine. But really, people are wanting a break from that. They turn to Messenger or they'll turn to the bot on the website because they want to talk to your bot. They want to see what it has to say next. If they can predict your next movements, if they can go, okay, this tour is going to be very informational, boop, they've disconnected. And we want to maintain that connection. So let's talk a little bit further now about your avatars. What do you need? What do you need for your characters and your bots? What do you need for your bot to have some personality? Image is important. My darlings, image is important. Now, I am not a graphic designer. I don't have those skills. I just don't. I mean, I can paint you something, but as far as like digital stuff, there are other people. They do really, really well. But I do know, even though I'm not a graphic design professional, I do know that there's a whole lot of punch in image. There's a whole lot that gives people a feel for something, that indicates one thing or another, that tells people something about you. That is important. That is important. Spinny Dragon, I got from graphicmama.com. Y'all probably know about that one already because I say it. I do not receive anything if you buy anything from them, mostly because they don't have affiliate links, kids. But anyway, they've done. It's a massive collection of lots of different characters, some human, some non-human, some animal. There is a shark on there, and it is hilarious. They've done a whole lot of work, and for like $30, you can get something like 144 poses for your bot avatar. That's amazing. You can use them on anything. Live stream, yes. Printed materials, you bet. Banners, sold, yes. You can use these things everywhere except for, and this is because I read terms and conditions on certain things, not on everything, but on certain things. You can use it for anything except a trademarked logo. So know that going in, but you can use this stuff anywhere. There's no extra, there's no fees, there's no weird hidden stuff. And these things are great. These things are very detailed. And if you really want to, you can pay just a little bit more and get it customized. So do check that out. That's graphicmama.com. Image is so important. When I'm introducing someone's bot to their potential clients or their followers, I like to have a name. I like to have an image. I like to have stuff that makes it seem like this bot is real. Here's the trick. Everybody knows that the bot ain't real. They know that there's somebody. I mean, most people would know that there's somebody back in the behind the scenes programming the thing and creating responses and different things. But people like to play. They like to have a little bit of fun. They like to be entertained a little bit. And it helps you stand out. So having that image, what it does for you is it immediately makes it concrete that this is who people are talking to. I always introduce the bots, and I always say it's a bot because people have entirely different expectations when they are talking to a bot versus when they think they're talking to a human. You don't want people thinking you're human. You don't. You don't want people thinking they're chatting with a live human right now. No, because they will ask questions that will kick that bot right off the rails. You want to be able to say, "Hi, I'm RJ's bot, Spinny Dragon, and I do the following things." That, you can do these things with me. You can ask me these kinds of questions, or we can go on a mini course together, or we can do this, or we can do that. Setting those expectations, being absolutely transparent with what's going on, that makes you stand out too. Most marketers are hoping you will buy that stuff, whatever they're selling, and not even bother to use it. They're just looking for more people on their email list. If you're looking for something else, if you're looking for personal connection, bots are a great thing for you. Chatbots are a great thing for you. I'm trying to remember, call them chatbots, because now I'm getting advertisements for all kinds of software they have bot on the last part of the name, but it's not bot software. It's things, it's different things that will happen like automatically for you, like create a video with this bot, and they'll name it, video bot or something. So I'm saying chatbots so that people will know what kind of bots I'm talking about. Anyway, got off on a rant there. Now to check the comments. Let's see what we have, my friends. Lisa is here. Hello. Um, let's see. Chris Garvey. I want to set up a site with a chat room. I hate forums. Oh, forums. Welcome back to 1992, right? On a few, and it's ridiculous trying to talk to people half a world away. Whoa. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is because people are separated by time, distance, and time zones, and having chats with people is different. Now, a chat room is a bit different than a chat bot. A chat room is when it's many to many. So it's many people inside, kind of a pod of space trying to have a conversation and talking to each other. The kinds of bots that I do are chat bots, which is one to many. So just an example, Chris. If you are talking to someone that, you could be talking to someone that just landed on your website and started to get your information. You could also be talking to someone that is has already bought your stuff and is in your program, and you're cheering them along with the bot, helping them keep accountable and supported during a course that they're taking. And both of those conversations are completely private. It's one to many as opposed to many people talking to each other at the same time, which is like your regular Facebook Messenger thread, basically. So I hope that helps, Chris, as to kind of exactly what we're talking about here. Lisa says, I like emails with content where I learn something just by reading them offline. No clicking, no waiting, just reading with value in the moment. I agree with you. I read an email today. It was from my friend Jane Powers, obviously, but I read an email. I read her emails because they're valuable to me. 1 out of every 87 emails in my inbox are actually something that what you're talking about now. Something with value in the moment, helping me out, providing me some sort of knowledge or action to take without having to now sign up for this other thing where we'll harass you forever and a day. No more. Brad Friedman, love Graphic Mama. Yeah, absolutely. Brad, if you haven't seen Brad's bot, throw it in the comments for us, Brad. If you haven't seen Brad's bot, he actually got his image tailored, customized on the chatbot. So it was a guy wearing the same types of things that Brad wears, but all of it's got, they did a custom face for his that looks like his. So do check out his bot if you can, because it's pretty cool. Yeah, it can be mayhem quickly. I know from Chris. Yeah, it really can. It really can. And you're right. Forums are just I just don't know. Like people are like, I've created a forum, and I'm like, oh, that's good. If you're getting anybody to click through to that bad boy, I have yet to know of a forum solution that is awesome, Chris. But I'll let you know when I do. Very good. Lisa says, my middle name, Humla, means bumblebee. I have to use that in my avatar. Yes, you must. You must. And I think there's some bumblebees on Graphic Mama. Go check it out. But I mean, I'm sure you'll find one somewhere. Absolutely. Chris says, true on email, but most are short come-ons with ellipse to click to read the material elsewhere. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Please read this material elsewhere and subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, share, stand on a street corner and shout through here's what really bothers me. I'm reading a web page and a pop-up comes up 3 seconds later asking me if I want to subscribe to something. No. The answer universally, no. I have no idea whether you're going to provide me valuable stuff, like I'm trying to read on your page and you've just interrupted, or, or offer me a lifetime of fire hose, clickbait. I have no idea. The answer universally is absolutely not. I don't want to subscribe to your newsletter right now. I have no idea if you're good for me or not. And whereas people at one time were just so very accepting of that kind of interaction, At this point, they're not. At this point, people are starting to go more to a choice method, more to click a button. If click a button to get that thing to pop up and ask you if you want to subscribe. They're more looking for interactions that leave them in control of a situation rather than completely out of control, at a mercy to whatever that marketer wants to do. Anyway, another rant. You guys, today, Rant City. I should have a soapbox underneath this chair right now, but I'd fall off. Anyway, so let's get to more on those avatars. And this one is great. Get a life for your bot. Do this thing. Listen to me. If the bot is constantly like reminding us about his life or her life outside of the bot, it's absolutely hilarious. It totally draws people in. I'll give you an example. Rowan, you hear about Rowan a lot on this show, but Rowan, the chatbot that I have created for a client of mine who runs a very involved 30-day challenge for the keto diet. Rowan will sometimes, occasionally wander off to go get his tracks oiled. Or if he delivers a message by mistake or too early or something, he'll come on, he'll apologize, and he'll say, I've really got to get my circuits rewired. Occasionally he'll leave to go have a cup of tea with some other robots. It is hilarious. It totally draws people in. Again, they absolutely know this is an act, but it's an act they like watching. How many billions of dollars are made by the movie industry? Lots. I don't know the answer to that question, but lots, my darlings. People know it's a show. They know that this stuff is not happening right now, unless it's a documentary. But they're totally into that premise. They call that, and this is a term I know from my college days. Hello, thank you, UNO. It's the willing suspension of disbelief. It's the suspending that, oh, well, I'll bet you this is just a robot talking to me. This is really a person. It's suspending that a little bit of a minute to just have some fun, or think about something in a different context, or learn something, or feel something. The list is endless. People suspend their disbelief all the time, but they especially do in a bot. They totally know it's a bot. But if you give that bot a life, if you make it a living and breathing thing that has things to do and people to see and places to go, that adds so much more to your bot messages. Now, it can get overwhelming. Don't give us a daily Instagram feed of what your bot's doing. Don't do that. But just seed that in there once in a while, that this bot is a living, breathing thing that has its own moods and experiences and feelings and its own life. It's hilarious, and it will get people to re-engage with your bot. So we're all going to SMS at the beginning of the year, right? Because Facebook Messenger has decided that they're going to, monetize Messenger, and they don't want people communicating with people outside of that 24 hours anymore. By the way, if you haven't checked out TrueChat, which hand is it? It's this one. If you haven't checked out TrueChat, do it. Because that's going to be the platform. That is absolutely the platform that I recommend, and I'm on, and my clients are on it. They're going to have SMS by the end of the year. So all of us who are switching, they know how to handle, and they just love the people I send them. So just know that. Anyway, SMS at the beginning of the year. We're going to have 160 characters to include whatever bot link we're trying to send them to, plus the message. That's a lot less characters than the typical software that people are using to send out their broadcast messages right now. So instead of having maybe a couple, 3 paragraphs or a couple, 3 sentences to explain something, I've got 160 characters, and that includes the link that I want people to go to. What do you think I want to put there? Scenario 1. Hey, come see my latest webinar. Click here. Hey, come see my latest live stream. I'm talking about avatars. Click here. Or something much shorter than that because of the 160 characters, right? Or Spinning Dragon has something brand new for you today. Come check it out. Little karate chop emoji if I can get one, or a little karate suit, something. Which is going to bring people to my circle faster. It's going to be a message from that avatar. It's not going to be a message from me. Oh, she's just trying to sell me again. It's going to be a message from my avatar. Hey, I got something brand new to report to you. Hey, come see this. Hey, I've accomplished something completely different and new. Come see this. You're going to want to come see this. They're going to click because that avatar is cute. They know the avatar. They're going to click because I provide value in my chatbot and a sense of engagement and fun. That's what we're headed to. So as we're headed there, think about an avatar. Think about that avatar inviting them to the different things that you want to do. Maybe you've got a book coming out. Maybe and you want people to read excerpts of a chapter. Maybe you've got an event coming up and you're doing a giveaway. Maybe you're, gonna release a whole brand new class and you want to tell people about it. These are all things that we're going to be doing at the first of the year. So do think about it, do put it in that frame of mind, and do, if you possibly can, get a life for your bot. Catching up on comments. Teresa, yeah, your bot needs that, absolutely. My metal can is touching. It's actually not. But I'll move it anyway. Thank you very much. Very good. It's a popcorn tin that has BB-8 on it. Real interested in the Star Wars movie coming out later on this year. Okay, now let's move on back. Good. So those are the things that I want you to know about your bot. Those are the things that are going to make your bot stand out in a sea of corporate copycat speak sameness. Listen, your bot deserves better. Your bot deserves an image. One of the reasons I chose Graphic Mama was because you get all sorts of different poses, and you also get the little images of the pieces. Like, so if you wanted to rearrange your avatar doing something else on a different background, you could do that. They have some poses, 114, 144. It's one of those are ready-made that you can use right out of the box. But then they also, will give you the pieces that you can do different stuff with. That, my friend, is hugely bot friendly. You do not want to go and get a professional animation drawn of one position, one pose. You don't want that. You'll want a bunch because you're going to use a bunch for your stuff. Give that avatar a name. Give them a name. Make it ridiculous if you want. Make it your name if you want. Make it your brand name if you want. I've got a bot named MpowerBot that is Jane M. Powers' bot. MpowerBot sounded perfect. I've got bots that are named after actual people. I've got bots that are, Rowan is actually Rowan. You can go and get his images off of Graphic Mama right now because that's what Graphic Mama named him, and we just used it because we liked it. There's so many things that you can name your chatbot, but name your chatbot something. Name it something. You could also, and one of my clients is doing this. This is really exciting with their avatar. It's going to be one main one, but they're also going to switch in and out little family members for this bot. It's the cutest thing. The main bot's going to be a wizard, and then they're going to have different avatars for different types of messages that will come and deliver that type of message. It is super cool, and I can't wait to bring that thing to life. So get a life for your bot, get family members, get a job, get all the things, get an image, get a name. bring that thing to life, because when you bring it to life, people are going to see you. They're going to see that creation, and they're going to go, oh, this is just like them. Lori was on earlier, and she was talking about how her bot sounds exactly like her. We worked hard to make that happen, because there is just no personality exactly like Lori's in the entire world, and we wanted to capture that in the bot, so that when people see that come up, they're like, oh, it's Lori. Fantastic. It's BoobyBot, by the way. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. Anyway, so good to see you today. I have very high hopes. This has not been confirmed yet, but I have very high hopes that Jane M. Powers is coming on Thursday. Really, I want you all to know her. I want you to know about what's going on there and the event that she is organizing. You guys, every time I've been to this thing, my life has changed. I've been twice now. She does it twice a year. My life has changed both times. And it really has, learning how to communicate with people in a way that they understand. That is absolutely what we're doing with these bots. And I absolutely need to know more about it. So I'm going to be at her event. There's going to be an invite to you all, of course, on Thursday's show. Hopefully, if I can get her. It may be at a different time, people. But I'm going to get her. I'm going to get her on the show, and I'm going to get her to, offer you something cool for being a friend of mine. And so do watch for an announcement about Thursday's show. Again, you can enter, if you scroll up, you can enter to win the giveaway of 2 VIP tickets to her show, because I'm telling you, that event's going to be fabulous. And having a VIP ticket is super fabulous, because you don't even need to go anywhere for food. They just take care of you all weekend. They take care of you. They feed you. You get to sit in this section. You get extra training from Jane. You get so many things, you guys. It is ridiculous. So if you're hoping to go, at least enter to win the tickets. I put a little link up there in the comments. You should be able to get that. And that's it for today. Thank you again for watching today. Let's spread the word. Let's spread the word that a revolution is happening. No more to mass marketing. No more. We don't need it anymore. You guys, it's a crazy dream. It's a crazy, I'm going to get 1,000 million people in my audience, and maybe a few of them will come back to me and buy my product. No. We can be a whole lot more effective if we're being personal. And your bot can be a whole lot more effective with an avatar. That's it for today, my friends. As always, I will be back in the bot cave, shooting out the bot signal on Thursday with Jane, hopefully. And with that, I will see you in a bot.